Hello and welcome to AI Breakdown, the podcast where we discuss recent papers in artificial intelligence and deep learning. I'm Megan.
And I'm Ray. Today we'll talk about an interesting paper called HyperCUT Video Sequence from a Single Blurry Image presented at CVPR 2023.
The purpose of this paper is to tackle the problem of image-to-video deblurring, where the goal is to recover a sequence of sharp images from a single blurry image input.
It's a challenging task since it requires learning a set of deblurring mapping functions that approximate the motion deblurring problem. The authors propose an effective self-supervised ordering scheme that allows training high-quality image-to-video deblurring models.
And the most surprising part is that unlike previous methods that rely on order-invariant losses, the authors assign an explicit order to each video sequence, thus avoiding the order-ambiguity issue.
That's correct, Megan. They map each video frame to a vector in a high-dimensional space so that there exists a hyperplane such that for every sequence, the vectors extracted from it and its reverse sequence are on different sides of the hyperplane.
That's how they define the order of the corresponding sequence, and they also propose a real images dataset for the image-to-video deblurring problem that covers a variety of popular domains, including face, hand, and street.
One thing to note is that motion blur artifacts occur when the camera's shutter speed is slower than the object's motion. This can be formulated as an image capturing process where the camera shutter is open to allow light to pass to the camera sensor.
And this process can be approximated by averaging n+1 uniform samples of the signal x, denoted as xk with k equals sign 0 n. For long exposure duration or rapid movement, these samples can be notably different, causing motion blur artifacts.
Image deblurring seeks to remove the blur artifacts to improve the quality of the captured image. But existing methods often formulate the deblurring task as an image-to-image mapping problem, even though a blurry image corresponds to a sequence of sharp images.
That's where the importance of this paper lies, as it tackles the motion deblurring problem. It requires learning a set of deblurring mapping functions such that FKY, XK.
Initially, a naive approach was to minimize the square difference between the predicted sharp image and the ground truth target. But this method was insufficient, especially for applications that require recovering the motion of objects.
Yes, and this is why this paper introduces the effective self-supervised ordering scheme for image-to-video deblurring. It assigns an explicit order to each video frame sequence, thus avoiding the order-ambiguity issue.
And the experimental results show the effectiveness of this method, and they provide a dataset too. Exciting times for video sequence generation.